Welcome to Film Freak, and today we are film souping with red wine, in particular Shiraz. For this film soup you need your exposed film, your red wine of choice and something to soak it in. Now normally I tell you to put it in rice, but at my photo lab they've told me that it's still a bit wet by the time they go to develop it. You can still dry it in rice, put it on a radiator, but it's still going to be wet because once something's in the canister, it's in there, and the only way to dry it is if you take it out yourself to dry. And not everyone has the means to do colour development themselves. So if you do, then by all means do it wet, like dry it yourself. Just be warned that your souped film will contaminate the chemicals and you may not be able to use them again. So that's just like the only issue. But if you do a souped film and you take it to a photo lab, just warn them, because sometimes they will just turn you away, or they'll be very nice and dry it for you like my lab does, because I'm not going to tell you to try it in this video. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to soak my film and take it straight to the photo lab tomorrow after they told me that it's wet anyway and they can just dry it for me. With this film soup, what I'm going to do is put the film in first and then submerge it in the wine. Now what I'm going to do is let this soak overnight. So I'm going to get it tomorrow, rinse it into some cold water and take it straight to the photo lab and tell them that I've soaked it in red wine overnight. And I'm going to drink the rest of this. Okay, so these are my other films that I'm getting developed, and the film is in here, so I'm going to take that and a memory stick. And I should have pointed out yesterday that the film I souped with was FujiFilm Superia 200. So hopefully it turns out alright, and now I've got to rinse this out. I'm taking it to the studio toilets. Okay, so I'm just going to pour it out. So I'm going to take this to the photo lab now and we'll be back with the results. I got my pictures back and I'm really happy with the results because I've never souped with wine before, and from what I've seen I'm definitely going to be souping with wine again because the results are so cool. I really like how the pictures have turned out. I really like the different effects because they're very varied across the different photographs. So I'm going to go with my favourite photographs from this set. So in this picture you've got this really distinct ripple of black going across the photograph. There's a little bit of like green hues going on and a bit of distortion in the blue sky, and I think that's turned out really well, so I really like the way that picture looks. So in this picture it's such a simple photograph, but the soup has just added so much to it. You got this flow of light purple, and the wine has actually made the sky like a lot more of a vivid blue colour, and I think that looks so nice. I think that has turned out really well, so I'm really happy with how this one looks. Now with this picture here, I think the soup has actually made it look really dreamy. It looks so nice with the different hints of greens and reds. And again, you got a little bit of the black ripple going across the photo. So I really like this one, it looks really nice. So now in this picture you got these ripples of blacks again, and the wine has distorted the sky, so you got these hues of purples and reds, and I think that looks really, really good. And it's also distorted the sunset a little bit, and I really like that. That looks good. So in this one of the sky here, so you got these slight billows of black going on and light hues of blue. So I think that looks great. It looks really nice, so I'm happy with that one. Now in this picture of Sam, who modelled for me recently, you got this really nice flood of purple going on the left hand side, and the wine has distorted the white background into green, and I think that looks really cool, so I'm happy with that one. Now in this picture I really like what the soup has done. What it's essentially done is there's these billows of blacks framing Sam. It almost looks like kind of a butterfly effect, kind of like butterfly wings, and I think that looks great. So that's probably my favourite picture out of the whole souped set that I've done. And I only used a cheap supermarket own brand wine, and I got these really cool results, so I'm really happy with how this film soup has turned out. And it would be interesting to try out different wines to see if different results happened with the film. So that's definitely something I'm going to try again in the future. Now if you want to see another film soup video that I've done, check out this one right here. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as I'll be making more videos like this in the future. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.